Alright guys, hello and welcome to REDDOG.TV. That guy bashing things around on his desk is none other than Blind. How you doing, buddy?
Awesome there. I didn't know exactly when you go live. It's just, it's starting right now. Bam, 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 everything out of the way there. Yeah.
Alright, so welcome, man. It's going to be an exciting match that we have today. Why did my teams just turn Finland versus Snails? Hold on, let me change that again. There we go.
I think I know, because they were also pretty much the same lineup as on Team Finland in the Nations Cup. So the plugin, I think, just picks the first team, fitting.
Gotcha. All right, well, guys, we have a treat for you today. Obviously, Legendary Snails versus Saunamen. So we're here. Everyone's jumping in the server right now. My co-caster today is none other than Blind. So Blind actually, we have a treat that Blind's here because he actually casted these two teams who met in the European Open finals. That was in Telford,
yes.
UK. So how was that? Tell me about your experience there, Blind. How was it casting on the big stage?
Yeah, that was epic. It was epic. I could do that every day. I mean, if I had time, but it was so freaking cool. I mean, I really loved the atmosphere, everything, and casting with you was pretty great. And with that team on the stage, I mean, yeah, that's quite an experience there. And I guess you will go in there soon. If you keep up, man, definitely. Because there's no more active, better caster than you at the moment.
Oh, yeah, right. I think today is going to be an awesome match. You saw the Snails in the European Open basically trounce Saunamen in that. So I know Saunamen is really looking for some payback. What are your predictions right now? What do you think is gonna happen?
Ooh, I'm not quite sure. I mean, first time I really thought Saunamen had a little bit more comeback potential. But right now, I think, I'm not quite sure how often they practice, but I have the feeling the French were a little bit more active. So in terms of catching up, I'm not sure if Saunamen fixed all the issues they had. But also keep in mind they had some individual mistakes which can happen on every game, like losing the life forms really silly and early. I mean, this is not really that much of a team play issue. It's just like this kind of unlucky moments. Like if you lose your life forms, then you have this kind of uphill battle the rest of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, we know Saunamen is pretty great at staying in the game, and some great comebacks always possible. But if they don't lose their life forms or some silly mistakes at the start, I think it's still one of the most tense matchups in general here in MS2 at the moment.
Awesome. Well, right now, I think, guys, we have a little treat for you. We have both leaders from each team coming in here. So I believe we have from the Legendary Snails, I believe we have Ray here. Ray, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here. Hello.
Hello, Mr. Ray. So you met Blind over there in Telford, right? You guys hung out, drank some beers.
Yeah, indeed. It was quite a lot of fun there.
So, in terms of this match, I mean, you guys are basically, from what I polled, is the favorite here. Have you guys practiced anything differently? Have you guys watched any, Saunamen videos since your last matchup against them in Telford?
Actually, we did sometimes. Some of our last PCWs were recorded and streamed. So we watched a bit, not a lot. And well, we just practiced a lot against Saunamen. We start knowing them nearly by heart. So, and it's the same for them. So,
how much has your team practiced with the new changes that came out in the last patches?
We played nearly every day after the game went a bit more stable.
Awesome, and we have, so actually one more question here. What's your prediction of this match?
We're going to roll over Saunamen.
Same confidence, basically.
All right, well...
You see Telford, it's going to be the same result.
Okay, Ray, remember, just this time remember if someone gets whip killed, otherwise you have to drink more water.
Yeah, true that.
All right, so I think we have someone from Saunamen here that is going to refute what you just said. So Hopsu, how you doing, man?
Hello, I'm doing good.
All right, so coming off that loss in Telford, have you guys kind of shaken that off at this point? Has Saunamen kind of just rallied and just been like, you know what, forget that match, we're just going to kind of move on and focus on this one right now?
Well, I weren't in Telford, so I'm not sure about what happened there. I saw the videos, but we're gonna do good today.
But you're sticking with the team. I mean, there must have been a lot of talk around. I mean, by digesting everything that happened and preparing for the Snails, just regarding them.
Yeah, of course, we have been playing against Snails in practice wars, like Ray said, and yeah, we have been studying them and their tactics a lot.
Awesome. Well, I wish you both luck at this match, and hopefully, I mean, I'm pretty sure these are going to be pretty awesome games. So, I'm going to let you guys go back to your teams and get them ready. We're going to close out here on the intro and get started here pretty soon. I'll let you guys know when we're ready.
Okay, all right. Sure.
Thanks, guys. All right. So, what I wanted to do real quick for you guys. First of all, welcome everybody, 700 people in here, a little over 700 people in here watching this. So this is Natural Selection 2. It's a blend of a real-time strategy and first-person shooter game. It's Marines versus Aliens. Basically, each side has a commander that has a top-down RTS view, and the units on the field, those are players, and they're actually playing in an FPS view. The commander on each side, spends team resources, drops structures, research upgrades for their teammates that are on the field, and the Marines have a command chair or a command center, and the Aliens have a hive, and each team has to basically kill that structure on the other side, and for victory. So that's basically the game in a nutshell. I mean, there's so much more, but that's basically the game in a nutshell. So basically, it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, just kill your enemy, I guess.
All right.
Or I mean, another summarization would be, just like imagine StarCraft 2 commanders, and the units running around are actually your field players executing.
So I wanted to come up with just the players right now before we get started here. So I wanted to go over the player cards that our community members made. They were from Damage Networks, and these guys from Damage Networks, Decoy and Rantology, made these beautiful player cards for each player, and I wanted to show them to you. So thank you guys for doing it. And they did it last minute too. They did it like last night. Like we were like, hey, we need player cards, and like Rantology and Decoy were just like, all right, I'm on this. So here we go with the player cards. The first one for the lineup. Let's go through the lineup right now for Saunamen. As you can see right above us, we got Saunamen. This is Llama, age 23, on the Marine side. He's basically an all-around Marine player, pressure player, back capper. He's a really good Marine. On the Alien side, we got he plays Lurk or a Fade, depending what's needed. He joined Saunamen back in June, and his past teams were Exertus and Mercury, and as you know, we've seen Exertus make a comeback here in Season 3. Exertus has been around for quite some time. Mercury was one of my favorite teams, HG.
Really?
One of my favorite teams to cast back in Season 2. Really, really loved it. Love those teams. So Llama is definitely a good player. On the next card, we got Lipa. Age 24, he is a capper on the Marine side, and the team's Gorge as Aliens. He's been a member of Saunamen since September of 2010, so a very long time member here for Lipa. The next Saunamen member here, we got Nade, age 27. He is a capper for the Marines and their sole Lurk. He joined back August 2008. We also got Tane. Everybody loves Tane. Look at that cool picture of Tane, you know? Like, he looks like a yoga instructor. He looks like he's about to bust out some yoga right now. So he's 25. He's a pressure player on the Marine side. And he plays a Fade. He joined back in June. His previous team was Archaea, if you guys don't know, one of the top, well, before they kind of, some of that drama happened, but basically,
The summer break.
they're on break, yeah.
They're on break.
Archaea was arguably one of the top teams here in NS2 community. So we also got Valde, age 17. He's a Pressure Marine and another Fade player. He joined Saunamen back in June, and he is also from Archaea as well. We also got which is 23. He's a Pressure Marine, plays a Fade, joined back in October. And the last but not least, the important guy, that's Hopsu. That's the commander. He's 25. He commands Marines and Aliens, and he's been a member since November of 2012. So moving over to the Snails, we got Dames, age 25, Pressure Marine, plays a Fade, joined the Snails. And just to let you know, it's a Finland team, right? Is Saunamen. And the Legendary Snails are all French. So this is basically Finland versus France right now. So we got Dames, age 25, Pressure and Fade. He joined back in July. His last team was Cocorico. If you guys remember some Cocorico matches, those were some fun to play. We also got Eagle Eye. He's a Field Marine. He plays a Fade. Joined back in June, and his last team was Archaea, so another Archaea player here. He has got really, really good tracking. We also got in 4 Legendary Snails, Heracles, age 27. He's Solo Marine and Gorge and Fade. He was on Be Get My Friends and Godar. And we also got King Yo, age 24, Solo Marine, Fade and Lurk. He was on Meow, which was his previous team. And we
Also Duplex. For short time.
Oh, was he Duplex as well?
For a short time, yeah.
Okay.
I think.
And we got Ray, age 24. He's Capping Marine, and he plays a Lurk. Joined back in June. He was a member of Be-Baguette and Archaea, another Archaea player here. And the last but not least, Rios, who is their commander, age 33. Look at him looking all cool there with those commands. That was basically from Telford, I think. And he commands on both sides. So that's it with the player cards. It looks like both teams are ready here. Blind, are you ready to get this match started?
What a question. I wanted to put in one stupid question. Yes, I am ready.
I am ready for this. So Saunamen is going to play Marines here. This map is called Summit, and we're going to get started here pretty soon. I'm just going to tell them we are ready. And I am excited for this matchup. And here we go. This is the NSL Season 3 kickoff match, Saunamen versus Legendary Snails. Round 1 here on a map called Summit. Sauna playing as Marines first. They're going to start over here in Data Core. Legendary Snails starting as Aliens over here in Flight Control. And here we go, spilling out 3-2 split for Saunamen versus a southern split here for Snails, while one going to the north.
Yeah, the French players looks like they want to scout first where the Marines are, and they're starting over with 3-man pressure, ignoring completely the north side, which is interesting, because if you go 3-1-1, one side is always pretty vulnerable to attack, which is not the case on ventilation. Just trying to make sure there was no scout coming, and the base is open, basically, in Glass Hole right now.
And we're seeing these Marines just set up the resource harvester here in Crossroads, moving off into Summit Reception, one going down into Computer Lab where he's going to meet Heracles, who's building up a little bit of a clog wall there as a Gorge. We're seeing a little bit of Gorge spit to try to get him away as Tane comes around the corner, and it looks like Heracles doesn't look like this is going to be really good, but he's going to be backing off by King Yo and backed up by the rest of the Snails as they come through to Tane here in Flight Control.
Already here, lots of scouts done. I really like the opening by Saunamen. There was a lot of metagaming in there, really taunting this kind of 3-man pressure and then going back. But right now, the French got the situation now under control. I think just 2 Marines left. The whole alien team is in the hive. They should be clearing it out right now. And here we go, engaging, beat down. Just Llama getting swamped.
Wow! And Llama still pistoling down King Yo and Ray during that engagement before going down. Great shooting there. I love the tracking of these guys. Guys, this is Premier Division. These are the top teams here in the NSL duking it out right now. We see the Sis Chain moving into Crevice right now. That's going to get built. And they're moving right back into Crossroads.
So a lot of interesting strategies I see here with Saunamen. Just using the initial insta pressure by just ignoring the capping on one side. Now they're up to 4 RTs, which is pretty okay, and they're really delayed this Harvest and Crevice quite a long time. Next pressure coming in, Tate and V checking it again if the Harvest has dropped. But good job, Marias not overly committing into that. So they're still safe on one Harvester.
We see Llama and Dames dancing it around in some access, and he actually does get him down with his pistol as Dames was trying to use that pillar as a little bit of a defense there. Ray now coming up against Tane, and we in Summit Reception. Tane doesn't let him go by. Heracles coming around the corner with the Gorge, trying to Gorge spit them down as they come through into the room. Tane overextends a bit, but takes down Heracles as he gets taken down. Wee is alone as he comes through here, taking down Rios. These aliens are really trying to get him down, and Wee ends up going down there in flight control.
Yeah, there was a lot of aggressive moves here into the hive. Not quite sure if it was a good idea to actually overcommit. I think Tane just wanted to kill the Gorge, and that was the moment they committed in here. And now the map is open for a little bit respite, and we have one Marine, Laper and Crevice right now, holding off that side of the map. Valde and Crossroads, nice zoning and splitting by the Marines. Basically, everywhere you look, there's a Marine. Just holding off everything, and on ventilation, Darbs is trying his best to bite down a few of those extractors.
See a push here against Valde in Crossroads. Wee coming around the corner. It looks like he's going to be a little late, but no! Valde does not need his help as he pistols down Eagle Eye, and Rios gets taken out by Wee. King Yo now streaming in a little bit late, takes down Wee, leaving Valde alone here. You know, like you said, Blind, I really like the positioning right now that what Saunamen is doing to the Snails. If you look at the map right now, guys, they have basically pinned the Snails into flight control, and they're not letting them out. Look, Phase Gate going down here in Crossroads being built. This is a very strong position on this map for the Marines to get. It gives them so much access to almost all of the map. Lurk now out on the field in the form of Ray.
Yeah, that's right. So single lurk strat here by Snails, and yeah, this phase gate, a lot of teams really prefer earlier phase gates. I mean, before both of those teams preferred weapon 1, armor 1, shotguns, and then into phase gates. Now we see that metagame switch going into faster phase gates, and I think it's a smart move. Most of the teams experience that really, if you utilize those phase gates correctly, they're damn powerful.
We see Dames in the main Marine base, forcing the commander out of the chair. He got the phase gate down to 37% as these guys now Snails stream into Crossroads. Rios, Ray, and King Yo on this phase gate. I don't think they're going to be able to actually save this.
No, it's down.
Great job. That was a nice win for the Snails. Economy-wise, we're looking at 4 extractors, 4 Saunamen versus 2 for the Snails. Weapons 1 is done.
Which is kind of okay for both teams right now. It really comes down to the position in Crossroads. They won't be able to deny it. Just going at 1 lurk and 1 scout was 3 Marines. Nice shot by Dams taking out one of those Marines, but it won't be enough. The phase gate will go up right now, and the positioning's back. Marines can come back in here. Valde's phasing in as well. So this is going to be really tricky for the Snails to get a 3rd Harvester up in Crevice. With that phase gate positioning, it can keep up the double pressure attacks to Complat and Crevice.
Yeah, I completely, and keep, like, cutting them off. I mean, the worst as a, you know, what I hate as an alien commander is my sys chain always getting cut, and I feel like I'm just stuck. I feel like I just can't move out of my base because my infestation, I can't spread it anywhere. We, Lipa, and Tane in computer lab right outside flight control. They're going to start sniping down this Harvester here in Comp Lab as Rios and Heracles moves into Crossroads.
Oh, I really like that move by Valde. You could see how he was hiding and just waiting for the Skulks to chew off so he could get some easy shots, easy kills. 2 Skulks down. Leggett taking a lot of damage.
Finally. He lived forever. That was some great health pack dropping from the commander on Saunamen's side.
Yeah, Bahopanuli, really nice. I mean, all of those commanders are top-notch in dropping those med packs and hitting them on the Marine.
This is really good. Shotguns are now halfway done. Weapons 1, Armor 1, Phase Gates are the upgrades for Saunamen. Meanwhile, the Snails on the alien side went Shift Hive first. They do have 3 Spurs down, which is going to give 100% effectiveness of those upgrades.
I'm just looking at a res bitten graph, which means only 2 RTs going down in almost the 7-minute mark. So really the French need to keep up the rest button. We see reactor core ventilation are finally going down. Some Skulks did manage to get a way bit behind those phase gates or enemy lines, and this is really needed. And they should have done this way before. I mean, we've seen a lot of 1v2 engagements or 1v1 engagements, really aggressive skulking. But the problem is they're gonna lose the rest war if they keep doing so. They have to kill those extractors.
Yeah, I completely agree. I mean, you're looking at the map right now. They were at 2 since the 1-minute mark, all the way to 6.
Oh, beacon?
Beacon.
Ah, for a phase gate cross for 1 skull.
So they beacon all the way to get through the phase gate.
Honestly, I think this was a misclick. I'm not quite sure if that was
a misclick in the Premier Division? No! I will not allow that.
It was only 1 skull, but okay, you don't know as a commander how many skulls. I mean, you can observe the HP of the phase gate dropping down, just make an estimation, but I think this is the kind of better safe than sorry call by Hopsu.
Tane and Wee moving into flight control right now. Heracles, Ray, Rios, and Eagle Eye trying to deal with that mess as they fall back into Comp Lab. They did lose that Comp Lab RT. I mean, you see in the Snails, they only have the Crevice Harvester right now growing, and they have their main one in their main base. So, again, this is a resource game, and we're seeing here that look at how much resources Saunamen has been able to hold on to and collect as well. I mean, if we look at this graph here, team resources 323 to 129. Team kills as well. Saunamen really putting the pressure there with winning most of the engagements. Ray and Eagle Eye on that phase gate here in Crossroads as it just goes down.
Yeah, they're becoming a little bit too late to save the day. 3 Marines were out of position in Comp Lab. I think Hopsu might prepare for a double phase gate, 1 in Cross and 1 in Comp Lab, which is pretty strong. So you just need 1 Marine in the north and the rest can defend and keep the pressure up on the same time.
And that would be a nightmare for Snails if they actually allow that to happen. You know what I'm loving about Saunamen with this Harvester and their economy being like Legendary Snails' economy has been destroyed throughout this game. They have really pushed back the fades coming out on the field. I mean, if we look at the personal res, the personal resource for the Legendary Snails team, 34. You know, 20, 34, 6, 34, 1, 34. So those 3 fades at 34, they need 40 personal res to get those fades out on the field, and we're already past the 9-minute mark.
Yeah, and the other question is, are they saving up for honors or would they go all 3 fades? Because right now, with the current patches, it became more viable to save for honors, but I think the French are confident.
They can get those fades out on the field. I mean, by the time they hit those fades, I mean, look at Sauna. They're at weapons 2, shotguns, armor 1. Nano shield now being researched. Nano shield, the commander can drop onto a Marine on the field, and it basically reduces a lot of damage taken.
Watching Kinyo dance with water around ventilation, and oh my god, using that extractor actually went down. Amazing job by the French Skulk.
Great job there by Valde. Fight happening now here in Crevice. Looks like Ray is not going to be able to do anything with that lurk. He hasn't been able to really move that and utilize it well. We're seeing that the Harvester here in Crevice is almost out. Sauna, I mean, they are giving some payback to the Snails for, I think, the incident in Telford. They are so pumped right now to give it back to them.
Unfortunately, in this game, there's not this kind of prize money they lost.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
the French can still be happy. But yeah, this is a kind of payback. I mean, they really have full control over this match right now. It's just up to the fates. As soon as the fates pop, that is the only moment when the Snails can maybe turn around this game. But right now, this is heavily in favor for the Finns.
Well, we're seeing now Saunamen has secured now 6 resource towers across the map. Tane fighting alone there in Summit, takes down Dames and takes down King Yo. Wow, I mean, these fights are just really going in favor of Saunamen. They are winning almost every engagement here. Ray trying to do his best as that lurk in the main hive. They end up taking down those 2 Marines. 2 more blueprints down, 4 extractors for Saunamen. They are now at 7 resource towers. They have so much money right now versus Snails, just 1 extractor.
That's a lot of med packs and nano shields. We see more nanos coming down crossroads, but yeah, 3 Skarks and alert. But with the face get on the health, nice job here, Llama, saving the day. They have to pull out.
So now you can see this map is completely owned by Saunamen. I mean, they have really put the Snails back in flight control, and now the vice is just going to close slowly. Look at this. Valde, Lipa, Llama, all streaming through into flight control right now.
It's just 1 Skark in ventilation. The only thing you can do is force a beacon, but yeah. And I think they can close the game here. 4 shotgunners in here is the shotgunners, except for we.
Command station.
I mean, they have Dames there and Datacore. He's going to force Hopsu out of there.
No, V is facing back. He got us.
Okay.
Or should have us there.
See now, Llama and Valde here in flight. The thing is, too, is while these Marines are here in flight doing that, I mean, yeah, if you pop the commander out of the chair, I mean, there goes all the support, right? There goes the health pack drops, there goes the nano shields, so you don't want to do that at such a crucial time.
Yeah, quite true. But on the other hand, I mean, it was kind of a desperate move. They saw 4 Marines and a hive. The best chance to work on the base is when all the Marines are in flight control. But yeah, I mean, they lost the rest game. And from here, the Fates, look at that, 38 resources. They even need 2 more P-Res to get Fates up. And by that time,
look,
yeah.
They have no harvesters.
Yeah, that's the problem.
They have no harvesters. And just so you guys know, even when you have no harvesters, you do still gain res, but it's extremely slow. So you can't be res locked, so to speak. At least not anymore.
Yeah, which was some previous builds. I mean, it was some kind of funny game endings when the alien commander didn't really watch the rest in the last harvester, just went down and like, oops, we're res locked.
Alright, and now we're seeing these guys all here in flight control. Tane taking down King Yo, Heracles taking down an extractor somewhere on the map, and this is just getting destroyed. I mean, legendary Snails, wow!
Yeah, they will not allow any more resources for P-Res, so basically that means no more Fates, and this is, I think, a good time to call GG and just go into the next game and just give the same medicine to Saunamen on this map.
See now, Tane taking down King Yo, and they are well in here. These are the spurs which allow the upgrades. These are being taken out one by one. Oh, they're just all over the place right now.
Yeah.
I think they have 0 eggs. So Legendary Snails has 2 eggs now out on the field. If they can find those, they can egg lock the Snails. One Snails has already dropped. So we're seeing them drop.
Yeah,
so this is GG. Wow, what a strong Marine game from Saunamen. And Saunamen wins that round 1 in this matchup. Alright guys, and there we go. Over 2,000 of you in here watching that match. Again, if you just joined us right now, why is it going back to Finland? Alright.
Just type in the console command.
Yeah. If you guys are just joining us right now, this is Natural Selection 2. It's a hybrid blend of an FPS and RTS game. It's a Marines versus Aliens. Each side has a commander, which gets a top-down view of the game. They research upgrades, drop structures, and for their units on the field. And their units on the field are basically controlled by real people. Those are FPS players, and basically they are fighting for this map that you see right here on the screen. I know it's small right now because it's on my screen above, but they're fighting for tech points on the map. And just to let you know, I'm just going to sell it. 1 second, just going to tell them to debrief. I'm going to actually put this map up on the big screen.
Go ahead.
All right, so here we are. This is the map called Summit. So we're seeing here, this is a 5 tech point map, and what that means is each tech point can house a command center for the Marines or a hive for the aliens, and the object of the game is obviously to destroy all hives or all CCs to win the game. So we're seeing here that there's a tech point here in Atrium, Data Core, Flight Control, Sub-Access, and Crossroads. So Crossroads, obviously the center tech point of the map. These little circles right here on the map, these are resource nodes, and these, each team wants to grab these with, as Marines, you want to drop an extractor on there. As the aliens, you want to drop a harvester, and those give your team resources and your commander's ability to have money to drop more structures, research upgrades, all that stuff. So each side is playable, obviously. So we're going to switch now here in round 2. You just saw Saunamen take round 1 there on their Marine round. Now Snails is going to be Marines, and Saunamen is going to be aliens. And we are going to get started here in just a bit. So we got something of Blind, you're echoing a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just reading in the chat. I'm turning down my volume, my headset. I hope this will fix it.
So guys, let us know if there's any sound issues. Thanks so much for that. For all my admins, or all my moderators right now in the chat room, there's 2,300 people in here. I do have Nightbot, as you guys know, in there. However, all my moderators do enforce the channel rules, which are to the below this video. So ensure you guys follow the channel rules, or the moderators may time you out or ban you. So moderators, thank you so much for watching it and doing that. So we're going to get started here pretty soon, and I'm just going to call ready. Blind, are you ready?
I am.
Okay. All right, and here we go. Round 2, Legendary Snails versus Saunamen. This is the NSL Season 3 kickoff match. It just happens that in Week 1 of Season 3, these two teams were scheduled against each other. So
exactly. This is quite a kickoff. I mean, this is actually the most anticipated match, I think, right now.
all right, so I think we have Saunamen that called ready here. Yep, Saunamen's ready. And yeah, that's right. We casted the Summer Cup here. We got about 3,000 viewers concurrently on the Summer Cup, so maybe we'll beat the Summer Cup. However, in the Summer Cup, we were first slot, so I think that made a huge difference. All right, so here we go. Round 2, guys. All right, and here we go, guys. Round 2, Legendary Snails versus Saunamen, and we see Saunamen as aliens here, starting in flight control, and around on the other side of the map, Legendary Snails over in as Marines, doing a 2-2 split, 1 building in the base, 3 Saunamen aliens streaking into Crossroads right now.
I'm looking at what the Marines are doing. A little bit more conventional, 1 reactor core, 2 vent, basically a 2-2-1 split. Not this kind of crazy 3-2 and none on one side. So Dance and Heracles just scouting out over Crossroads, looking where the aliens are. And the aliens are actually bypassing all the Marines, going straight into the base inside Data Core.
Oh my god! Snails is out of position! Snails is out of position! Rios drops out. Lipa takes down the commander. Infantry portal is almost done. This is where they spawn, guys. Okay, the Marines cannot spawn right now.
This could have. There's still 1 more.
Oh, wow.
It's right. They pulled the second one.
Oh, they dropped. Oh, okay. They built the second one.
Yeah.
Okay. I did not see that one in the corner. Phew. All right. Well, Legendary Snails almost got caught out of position, but rallied on that that little rush there that Saunamen tried to place on them.
I mean, they like to do that. I mean, in all the matches we've seen them play so far, they almost always constantly did this kind of 4 or 5 skulk crazy pushes, because they know just they only need to buy time. If they force all Marines back, that's cool, because the harvesters have a little free time to grow. Problem right now is the French are already back in position. Eagle Eye and Ray now in complete, working on the crack. Crack already down, just drifted here, and aliens are grouping up.
Yeah, and you know, we're see that red mist right there, guys? That comes from this unit called a drifter. That is actually controlled by the alien commander, and they can basically shoot a ability called enzyme. And if an alien team member runs into that enzyme, they get increased movement and attack speed. 2 blueprints down here in Crossroads.
Some Marines are trying. I'm looking at the zoning, what they're doing. We have 1 in sub, no one, 2 scouts in ventilation, but 2 Marines on the way, should be fine. I think the Saunamen are doing a great job now in delaying any more attacks. Snails has to watch out to get some RTs. Economy actually on the way, sitting on 4 RTs now, which is okay, but ventilation is pretty low.
I wonder if I wonder if the Snails are going to really try to do the same thing Saunamen did to them, is just you know, cut them off in flight control. But right now, I think Saunamen. Let's just look at the kill graph real quick. All right, so 11 to 5. I mean, not many kills right now, but Legendary Snails eking out a little bit better on the engagement.
Base again. They're going in the base again. 2 skulks inside data core. They snuck their whole way into the base. There's even a drifter on the way now to that. And the commander's out. Rice is out.
Oh, there we go with enzyme.
Oh,
this is just going to melt. They do take down the IPs. This is such a blow to the economy of the Snails. Those cost 20 each.
And look at the minimap. All the Marines fell back to the base. Every single one of them. And now they're losing Crossroads. They will lose sub access as well.
Beautiful.
There's no Marine pressure right now. I think Saunamen is playing great right now.
Yeah, that was great. I mean, you bring them back to the base, and you do those kills with those IPs, or you take out any buildings that you can to kind of hurt their economy so they have to rebuild. And then right when you do it, you can send your team out to undefended RTs all over the map. Beautiful play.
Yeah, and I think, I mean, Snails really have to watch out this zoning. This happens to a lot of teams. If you don't position your Marines nicely, you have to cut down all this kind of possible routes for the scouts. You need to scout. Scouting is so important, like in every RTS game. You need to know exactly where the enemy position is. And, I mean, Saunamen is really outplaying the Marines right now.
Valde doing a little bit of RT harassing here in Reactor Core, getting it down to 54% as Heracles comes around the corner. Valde hearing the boot falls of that. He escapes right up into the top crevice right there. Looks like he ends up, he ends up going down, and we're seeing Lipa and Wee moving to Crossroads. Look at beautiful enzyme. I love it. Wow! He took him down.
That is King Yo.
That is King Yo. I couldn't believe he actually did that. 2 skulks enzymed, and he pistols them down. Eagle Eye now moving into computer lab from data core. Tane around the corner.
With the drifter, you see the commander's quite busy. He knows where it is. Just trying to bait some bullets. That's the only reason why you want to move your drift a little bit. Just baiting bullets. A single bullet can count this. 4 skulks grouping up against 3 Marines.
Tane does take down Eagle Eye. Dane's coming around the corner. He's going to get wiped out as well. I mean, you see this happening on the map, right? And you see what happened to the Snails since the beginning of this match. However, have you seen how many extractors they have? They were up to 6 at one point.
I mean, shortly. They're just meant for mass cap, but don't forget they didn't push, and they're losing all Marines now. They can instantly lose their RTs again, and they're losing RT number 4 at this moment. And, I mean, it costs 10 rest to drop an extractor, and you have to keep it alive for quite some time, so it pays off. And if you just look for one instance and see 6 extractor, it doesn't mean a lot. If you will lose them instantly. Look at that, they dropped down to 4 right now, they're losing ventilation. And, I mean, basically, I think Saunamen is in great shape, at least in a much better shape than the French team was.
Oh, I completely agree. There it goes, Enzyme again on Wii. That increases attack speed. I think I said earlier it increases movement speed. That does not. That's Storm,
no,
sorry. if I said that, whoops. Heracles, Eagle Eye, and Ray coming through.
So we have a lurk in the field. Llama, the standard lurk, like set on the player card. Tame getting trapped. No way to survive that.
Comes around the corner, just drops.
And here we see finally some pressure coming up. Eagle Eye and Ray on the way to Travis. And there's also King Yo coming from Atrium. So I think this Harvester should die. unless there's a really great grouping up here. Laper and the Lurk actually coming in, and he was not in position yet.
Nice job on that enzyme and clean up there in crevice.
Oh, is that whip up? Oh yeah. Okay, now I understand. Because of that whip, they couldn't position themselves to the north, and that's why they fell victim to that ambush.
King Yo alone here in Atrium, up against enzymed aliens as they're coming through. King Yo backing off.
Nice job, Alama.
Nice job, and now they're just going to burn down this RT here in Atrium. Two Marines, Heracles and Dames, coming into Crossroads, up against Wee, who ends up taking down that extractor before he hits the wall.
Yeah, that's 6 extractors down, which is quite okay, and make that 7 because Atrium's also dying right at this moment. And Saunamen has a solid 3 harvesters the whole time, and you see the benefit of that. 7.5 minutes in a game, 35 PRS for 3 of the players. Lepa, Valde, and V, and no, Tane even, that makes it 4.
Oh, huge little massive push here by Saunamen just to take down Dames and Heracles here in Crevice. Cleans them out of there. Down over Eagle Eye and Ray in Computer Lab.
Again, they took down the track, but in the end, they weren't able to take down the house because of it. I really love dropping tracks. I mean, it just buys a lot of time because as a Marine, they want to kill the crack, which is healing other structures close by first, and it gives the alien enough time to react. It's basically the same you drop Hydras as a Gorge or Clocks. It's just about buying time so you can react and actually reposition, ambush, and set up this kind of teamwork ambush where you all go in together.
Yeah, and I was just about to comment on how well the pack play for Saunamen is right now. Like, we just saw like some really good pack play moments just in the last, what, 3 engagements.
Yes, absolutely. Oh, shotgun's on the way now. So basically, Rise going a little bit more standard. With the exception of mines, after those 2 initial base pushes, he researched mines just to be sure it's nothing happening. Just to be sure there won't be a base rush win. Yeah, so he's now 1-1, ops into shotguns, and next upgrade will definitely be base building.
Eagle Eye gets taken out from the back, leaving Dames vulnerable there in Computer Lab as these guys move on to pressure the sub-access RT. In terms of, we were just talking a little bit about upgrades. Saunamen went Crag Hive first, which allows them to get the trait upgrades Carapace and Regeneration. They got 100% effectiveness on those as they drop 3 shells down. On the other side, on the Snail side, for upgrade shotguns, they got Armor 1, Weapons 1, Mines. They got an Observatory up. They don't have Phase Gate tech researched. They've been spending all their money on rebuilding RTs.
Yes, exactly. That's the problem. I mean, if you build 6 extractors, that's 60 teamers you have to spend for that. And if you lose them, they lost 10 RTs in total before the 10-minute mark. This is exceptional good res fighting by Saunamen. And yeah, so we have Fates as a result of that already in the field. I think I saw V blinking around here the map. Tane is egging at the moment, and Laper's still saving up, the same as Walde.
Yeah, and what we're seeing here, Ray alone here in Crossroads, up against Tane. Who's the fade?
Oh, but 2 shotgunners can be close. V has to watch out. I mean, Saunamen, the biggest mistakes they did in the previous matches they lost against Snails was losing the Fates early, but overcommitting against too many shotgunners.
And a beacon.
Saving the shotguns, they just saved 1.
Saving the weapons.
Down.
Heracles and King Yo going northway through Glass Hallway into Reactor Core. They're going to meet Valde in there. Shouldn't really engage, but I think he will. Yep.
Yes.
Shotgun blast to the face.
I mean, in that case, I would say, why not? I mean, there were 2 shotguns, if 1 goes down, it's really...
It's worth it.
I mean, annoying to the Marines to either stay on a shotgun, recap it before it disappears, or someone turn around and try to cap a shotgun. It just buys time. And if you have this kind of sneaky position, you can take the chance.
Seeing Eagle Eye and another Snails Marine here being pushed back out of Crossroads.
12 TRS, 11 make that for Snails. No phase gate researched, and even if they researched it, which cost 15, They need another 30 to drop 2 face gates. Oh, look at that! They just dropped the
Oh no!
Guys, oh my god! You
No!
died.
What happened to the scouting? Oh, wow. Drop the hive with 2 Marines there in crossroads. That could have been horrible.
Yeah, absolutely. That was way more risky than it should have been here. Hopefully, Hopsu, what are you doing? Crazy guy. But yeah, I think that just shows us how confident Saunamen is right now. I think they're pretty sure they won't drop this game. And I mean, they shouldn't. They're basically controlling it. Again, against all the odds. I mean, everyone thought Snails is the favorite team in this matchup.
Yeah, and really, we're seeing right now, we saw already round 1, really strong, methodical Marine play from Saunamen, and now this is very steady play from Saunamen. They're doing a right amount of defense, a right amount of offense right here. They're knowing when to counter. 3 Marines now coming. Huge fight happening here in Crossroads. Oh, Eagle Eye goes down to a parasite. Love catching those kills, and these guys get cleaned up.
Absolutely, and I think they lost 2 more shotguns than this. And look at the PRS on the Marines, there's not much left on it. The shotgun cost 20, and yeah, I think they lost quite a lot of their rest flow early in the game.
I mean, we're seeing right now how bad the fades can burn through Armor 1, you know, and really, at the end of the day, like, yeah, they had to rebuild a lot of RTs. They lost a lot of money there, but you know, against these fades, these Marines are going down so quickly. I mean, and with these players, they're going to be landing these shots pretty well, these swipes pretty well.
Absolutely. I mean, the difference between Armor 1 and Armor 2 is 1 additional swipe you have to hit as a fade, which is a huge...
Yeah, that could be an extra shotgun blast to the face.
Exactly.
That
the
could
same goes
save
for scouts. They have to bite you 4 times before you die. Unless you're getting med spammed by the commander.
Exactly.
Which takes a lot more than on NSL. But they don't have the resources for that. This, which is the good story of the Saunamen.
James and Eagle Eye now here. Oh, get cleaned up in Comp Lab. 75% grown on the Crossroads Hive. Wow, Saunamen is pulling out all the stops. These guys are so impressive right now. Solid game.
I mean, some bad mouse would maybe think that with a new commander, this is the result. I'm not sure, but I don't know. Something happened with Saunamen, obviously. They play a complete different game. They're so up. I don't know. They're playing so sharp. I don't know how to say it, because it looks really like a different team here playing right now.
Yeah, I mean, let's just check right now the graph. I mean, we're seeing here 13 resource towers lost for the Snails. It's 130 resources. We almost gets taken down here in this scuffle here down in sub-axis by those 3 Marines. Weapons 2 now has started over Armor 1. Biomass 4 now has started for the aliens.
Defensive phase getting sub. The only way to come back. Crossroads obviously is blocked, which is the preferable phase gate location for any Marine team. So they might have to go with the triple gate on Atrium, sub, and the base, which is also harder to defend. The more phase gates you have, the more time it takes to travel through all of those locations, which makes it a lot harder to defend against a well-coordinated alien team.
These guys are going to meet Ray right around the corner here. Oh, no, they're not, actually. Sorry, Tane passed by Ray, who hid there in Reactor Core. King Yo, Eagle Eye, and Dame's taking down a Harvester here in Computer Lab. Building up the power here. And there's the phase gate.
Yeah, they're relocating the phase gate, which is really nice. I mean, either relocating or doing double for the moment. But the moment they grab a hold in the north, they can recite the sub-access gate.
This was kind of a great player. This is going to really give Saunamen a little bit of problems because it's so close to flight control and, you know, a short walk into Crossroads. It's a very good pressure point right here to where Saunamen's bases are.
Absolutely. They have to really watch out not to overcommit on one of those phase gates. And look at that, Laper, 61 resources. Do you know what it means?
I do know what that means.
Tell the viewers what that means here. Yeah.
And he just used it. He used it all.
So you
and Valde! Valde is at 1 as well. I think we're seeing double Onos.
Oh yeah, I mean they had 4 players saving up, only 2
Oh,
fakes,
it is double Onos.
double on us. That fake is in big troubles. Do they have Umbra research?
Here
It
they
doesn't-
are. Onos is the highest life form for the aliens, guys. You're seeing him right here.
Just quite tanking a lot of damage, dealing a lot of damage, tanking a lot of damage. The only control on
And
us
enzymed.
is so an easy kill if you have lots of them with jetpacks, but with
Oh,
that
wow.
there was
They just went for it. They just
just-
went for it. They were just like, screw this. Double Onos, double Fade, and a Lurk. Oh, wow.
yeah, but not by denying all the resources for the Marines. They're way far away from jetpacks, which they definitely need as a hard counter against the honors. So
Yeah, they don't even
weapons
have an
give it
advanced
up.
armory, obviously, that means they can't build a proto lab, means they can't research jetpacks.
They need 95 resources to get to jetpacks and a lot of time.
Yeah, they are out. They've basically been out-teched by Saunamen right now, who slow and steady was at what 3 and 4 harvesters the entire game.
Yeah,
Beautiful
I mean,
play.
The initial 3 harvesters for so long, and that's all you have to do. I mean, keep the Marines busy by killing their economy, and if there's not that much pressure, or if you kill the pressure teams well enough, then you should be able to get your life forms out. And Saunamen played really great in that regard. Oh my god,
Yeah,
Kane!
I saw that 10%. Almost got caught.
That's the usual Tane. I know the last like 5 matches it was always Tane dying like instantly with his fate. Really unlucky, although he's one of the best players in NS2 or in NS in general.
We're seeing now these 2 Onai and a Lurk coming into sub-access. This is what it looks like when 2 Onos charge in.
That's 2
Oh my god, and the
fades.
fades! This is annihilation.
Behind the props here, the others can't reach it, but they don't care because the shotgun is just tickling them.
Yep.
The face get
Yeah.
really going down.
This phase gate is gonna go down, and they're enzymed. Beautiful job here by Saunamen. Weapons 2 now has been completed for the Snails. I think too little too late. They've been clearly out-teched.
Yeah. Kinyu actually killed the lurk behind the props and is still alive in sub-axis.
I think Saunamen is just pissed. You know, they're just like, they're really taking it back. I'm so proud of these guys. For what? Oh! And we're seeing that Tane goes down in Crossroads. Almost an all-in for Legendary Snails into the Crossroads Hive. There's a nice bone wall. Oh!
For this, and I think there it goes, live.
Is it going?
I just saw live on it. Just
Yep.
wait, loading
Alright,
video.
we're on. That's
No.
good.
Perfect.
Stream is up. Okay, guys, stream is up. So, I think we're good. Oh, it says offline again.
What?
I don't know, someone just said offline again. No, it's
Yeah,
up.
it's
It's up.
it's.
It's up.
Oh, no.
I think we're good. I think we're good.
You just shot. You
think-
just scared the shit out of me.
I
dude.
think we're good. I hope we're good. Let me just double check the stream right now. Yeah, we're good. Okay. Alright, we're good. Let's just get this thing started. Alright, guys. So, sorry, guys. Really sorry about that. Sorry about the delay. What we will do is we will try to get and just see if the other stream will go up after. But for right now, sorry. Yeah, and this this channel is not partnered, so sorry about the resolution.
Yeah.
All right, here we go.
Okay.
Take me through the entrance of this.
Alright, so Saunamen again starting as Marines, obviously Docky Bay on this map, and Legendary Snails up in the northeast in Wasted Striking. They're trying to do the same as Saunamen, that will get sneaky repairs, but now they're splitting up, not going for a big base rush since they could. Just 2 Skunks, yeah, Llama will catch him here, Dams and Ray trying to make their way in the base. Actually 4 Skunks going home to Llama, buying a little bit more time. Marines coming back from Gravity, which is just Valde. But I think it could be fine with the spawner and a commander, pretty close.
Nice aggressive push by Saunamen, straight into Oxy. Seen now down here by Snails, little bit of push here. Did almost take down that IP. 5%. They just needed to breathe on it, and it'll be done.
Yeah. And looks like the pressure's down. I think Tane V should have pulled out a little bit before. Now they're trapped, and here we go. Big Skunk ambush. Just Tane alive. Easy kills here for Dams and Kingyo. They could get 1 Skunk in the end, but yeah, I think not worth it for the position they lost just there.
Yeah, just to bring you guys back up to speed on what happened before, obviously you see it's 2-0 Saunamen. Saunamen did take those Onai to victory there against the Snails on the last map. You basically the game ended about a minute after the stream went down, so really you guys already saw what was happening.
Yeah.
So you guys will just have to use your imaginations.
So next, nice ambush here by the French team. Here does Dams, Ray, Kingyo, all 4 now in Gravity working an extractor, which does not stand a chance. Supply chain going down in the southeast as well. And really nice rest pressure early in the game by the aliens. Although they lost the Harvester early on, which is okay if they keep the RT side down here for the Marines.
This Skulk Pack, Dames, Kingyo, Heracles, and Ray moving into repair. They turn around. Go all the way north. Wee takes it in the face. I'm sorry, Kingyo takes it in the face from Wee as they move into repairs to those blueprints down. Heracles biting that power as he walks by, just being annoying.
2.5 minutes in the game and only 2 extractors up for the Marines. They lost already 2. That is really a terrible situation for Marine team early on. So yeah, I mean, Saunamen, this is the favorite map of Saunamen. I mean, playing against Goder, they really caught them off guard, if you remember that, the qualification for the European Open by picking Jambi, and this is actually the favorite map for Saunamen. I think they feel the most confident on this, and even on that, oh, look at that body,
Nice
actually taking
job.
on 3 Skulks. Amazing.
Saunamen is just just outplaying the Snails, like, in every way. I mean, look at this. They put pressure on the main hive here. Llama now here in Oxy, putting pressure here on this Crag and this Harvester. Sys chain has been cut for the Snails. They're being pinched just like they were in Summit.
I mean, this was a great moment here. This last minute went really well for Saunamen, recapping RTs, taking out so many aliens, but here we go. Big cleanup inside Oxygen. Only Laper is left, spending all his bullets on the clocks, and he will die to Ray. Basically, the French still have 2 RTs and Waste will pop up soon. I mean, Pipeworks, sorry.
Saunamen sitting on 4 extractors. Been on there for about a minute or so. Legendary Snails sitting at 2 with a 3rd one growing there in Pipeworks, as you were saying.
I'm trying to put a little bit of pressure with Tate and Valde going actually straight into the main hive, not into Oxy. They noticed that there were Skulks waiting for them, so trying to bypass them and going the back way into Oxy. This is really smart. Actually, not using the clock wall with the whip right next to it. Going the other way, but Dams and Heracles already waiting there. Nice job taking down 1 Marine, only Tate left, and he gets spitten from behind. Good teamwork.
Great teamwork there. Llama now in Organ Donation right outside Pipeworks. The Sys chain has been reestablished. He's going to wait for Lipa to back him up, but Kingyo and Dames right around the corner. They do hear the building happening there.
I'm not sure if that's a smart idea to put up that front RT. I mean, defending Organ Donation is pretty hardcore. Trying the best, and look at how many aliens are coming in now.
Lipa going down, as well as Llama there. Dames in there. He's enzymed. Moving in from X. We got Tane and Valde. Gets killed by a whip.
Yeah, take your
It was right around the corner. This right here, guys, if you don't know, is a defensive alien structure.
Pretty annoying to Marines, I can tell you. And, well, yeah, I mean, with the fast ops, I really thought initially someone would go fast phase gates, but scratch that. I think I might do the same. Weapon 1 into phase gate, into armor 1, into shotguns. Or maybe switching shotguns to armor 1. Something along the line. They're up to 4 extractors now, getting now the 5th. They really want to have organ donation before gravity, which is really weird, but hell, why not? It's already there. And now we have a little 2-prone attack here. 2 Marines, Tane and Valde in the east side, in waste, while Pipeworks will die, and the aliens have to choose what to defend now.
Command station under attack.
Oh, we're seeing Heracles has moved right into docking bay. Fighting, chomping on that command station.
He's coming back. Same time, a little bit cleanup. Give away. Only Tane left on that side. Pipeworks is going down. Action all over the map. Nice shot here by Tane. Still alive. Pipeworks did die, and the base is fine. We cleared it out. So in the end, really good job by Saunamen.
Lipa and Lima setting up the power here in Pipeworks after they just cleared that out. It's going to be really key for them to establish control in there, because it's usually, I mean, from waste recycling, their only other option is gravity, which is pretty, I mean, they could go electrical core, but it just would be, that would be way too far, and you'd be splitting that up.
Obviously, now Ray's working on the Marines and Pipe. Get a little bit back up. 2 Skulks coming from organ donation. Drifter moving in. They don't want to load that phase gate. Phase gate coming up. Nice timing here by the French to go in. Oh, look at that!
Oh, great job. Oh, and the phase gate does go up at the last bit!
They can still grind it. They can still grind it. There's no Marines ready to face, just respawn us. Oh, good job here. We coming around the corner. Take one of the Skulks. The phase gate goes down. But still 2 Marines in here. Just dams. And the aliens have to pull out. That was a close fight.
We and Tane now taking out Pipeworks. Great job there.
King, you're not going into Pipe. He knows there's 2 Marines, so no chance going 1-2. Just working 1v1 against Leper, but Leper being the winner, organ donation is alive, and we have that phase gate set in Pipeworks. So really aggressive phase gate, basically blocking off the second hive, forcing the aliens to put their attention towards gravity, but you cannot get a second hive up before the life bomb. So they need those fades before they can even think about dropping the second hive. Or they find a good opening where they can take out Pipeworks with all Marines being out of position.
Heracles chomping on the supply lines RT, while Tane and we move into Oxy. They're up against Ray right now.
Oh, I have to watch out. 40% health. Oh my god!
Oh!
Oh, really? He takes all 3 of them!
Oh, wow. Look at that. What a move there. That is a blow to the Snails this early in the game. I mean, Saunamen established control of this map so early, and now the Snails are just on their back foot right now. Down to 1 Harvester.
You mean 1 outside hive?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought that one in Oxy was going to drop him, but I think the Baywing one just grown at the same time.
Ah, okay, no, I'm oh, base rush. I mean, the French are already desperate a little bit, but we have some Marines close to the phase gate, 2 in total. They're going straight for the CC, but here we go, the Marines are phasing in.
They don't have enough for another CC. They may win this. Oh, they do! They do it! Oh my god! Very nice!
I was like, they should be able to defend it, no problem. And oh,
wow! Very, very, very nice play. Beautiful play here, guys, and I know it's so different from 3,000 to 200 people. Oh, to witness that. Oh, that was great, and I'm so bummed about these Twitch issues.
I hear it in your voice. I hear the frustration in your voice about that.
So bummed.
But yeah, I mean, that ending, I mean, It was a great ending for, I mean, entertaining ending, but in terms of, I mean, competitive players, you would say it's a terrible ending because you shouldn't lose like that.
Yeah.
I mean, Saunamen played great. They just established full control, like, and they had the game in their hands, and it was definitely a desperate attempt. Moving in old Skulks, let's just go to base and try to win the game by a base rush. And hope the commander doesn't react properly. I mean, there were several options. He could have waited until he has rest for a second CC, or beacon earlier, or just hop out of the chair and help fighting, which he also didn't do.
Yeah.
And in the end, well, it was the worst possible combination. And also the two of the Moraines, one instantly went down. Was, well, great play by Snails there, definitely, but you could call that an undeserved win, but hey, a win is a win.
Yeah. A win is a win.
Win is a win.
All right, guys. So it looks like we're going to move on to the last round here. Should I try at least to see if the other one's working?
I'm not sure. Would it mean that you have to stop streaming on this?
I would.
It's up to you, man. Completely up to you.
I would.
Should I tell the teams to wait a moment then?
Yeah, can you? We'll just try one time. If not, we'll just get this one back up. So you know what, Blind, since we are live and I'm going to figure out that we're live, why don't you, I'll be right back, why don't you take the viewers through what happened last round? So I'll be right back.
Since many of you guys just missed the game, we moved on the other channel because of that Twitch issues, so we're sorry about that. And yeah, we saw on Jumbie, Saunamen, I mean the Snails as aliens starting in Waste Hive had a really amazing start by taking down so many RTs, delaying all the pressure by Saunamen. But then suddenly they turned it around, Saunamen coming back into the shape. Like about the 3 or 4 minute mark, they came back into their usual gameplay, since Jumbie is the favorite map of the Finns, which you definitely admit, and really started boxing in the French, and they killed so many of them. They killed the Harvesters, they got map control, a really good face gate setup in Pipeworks, and really seemed desperate towards the French players, to legendary Snails, to actually come back into this. And then Rice, I think, I'm not sure who did the call in their TeamSpeak, obviously, but someone, I think the Commander Rice, did a call. Okay, let's go for base rush. Drifter, 4 Skulks, that just went on the CC. Unlucky timing for Saunamen. Hopefully, the commander for Saunamen had not enough rest to beacon, but 2 Marines on a face gate. So 2 Marines faced back, 1 died instantly. Really good, amazing Skulk play there. So it was just 1 Marine against those Skulks. And it went instantly for the CC with Enzyme, and the health dropped down so fast. Up on 10 rest, there was a beacon, but it was too late. The Comanche went down, and Legendary Snails actually won that game by a base rush. There was a little bit of discussion in the chat about, because I dropped the word undeserved win, but of course a win is a win, and if you do a base rush and it succeeds, of course you deserve to win then, because you play the game, you play the rules, and you won by the rules. It's just what I meant is by the feeling for a player, competitive players, like, this is not the way you want to lose a game. Definitely not. You had really a game up, good map control, and then suddenly 4 Skulks sneak in and...
Alright, we are back, and we are back on front page, Blind. We
Awesome.
are back, thank God! Thank you, everyone, for coming back, and we are back up to about 1,000 people. Let's hope we can bring this up from the thing, from what we were just showing. You guys missed round 3 because of the Twitch errors, so sorry I could not get the stream back up. But this is Natural Selection 2. The viewers are streaming in. We're going to give them just a bit before we start. Blind, if you can tell the teams to just wait, if they can have 1 more minute, just for viewers to keep streaming in. So guys, what happened was the stream went down at the end of round 2. I could not, every time I was switching Twitch servers, I even changed my stream key, all that stuff. I could not stream to the channel. Every time I turned the stream on, it would shut down immediately. I could stream to all my other channels. I can stream to NSL TV. I can stream to my test channel, Sting TV. I can stream to everywhere except REDDOG.TV, which was so frustrating. So finally, we took the stream to my test channel, Sting_TV. We watched round 3 there, and it was an awesome match. I am so sorry if you missed it, but for the 214 people that were there from 3,000, it was a lot of fun. So we're gonna do this again. This is going into the last round, and yeah, we're gonna go into it. I'm very excited. Finally, this got fixed, and we're back on front page for another 21 minutes. So
All right.
we can really get this started again here. Really sorry about the about the technical difficulties of that, but we're moving into the last round. I just got to fix the scores, and we are basically done. And what are the teams doing, Blind? Are we ready?
No, actually, one of the Saunamen players is reconnecting right now.
Okay, good.
So they're not just waiting for us; they're also waiting for someone else. After we really put their patience really to the extreme by saying, "Guys, please wait, the stream is down," or whatever, and all the technical difficulties. And they were really nice people and just nice guys, just waiting for us. So, which you don't need to do.
Yeah, they don't. And I'm just gonna say as well. Alright, so if you guys, the match is going to get started here pretty soon on the last round. Why does my scores keep resetting? Oh, because Saunamen joined team, right? Yeah. So it is 2-1 right now. You guys saw Legendary Snails take it on their Marine round in the first bit. And we are set. Oh, I'm so excited. You can tell in my voice. We are ready.
Yeah.
Here we go, guys.
We're starting.
And we're starting. So here we go. The last last round. Someone said the crash made my hair go all gray. Alright, here we go. The last round. Round 4 in this NSL Season 3 kickoff match. Legendary Snails versus Saunamen. We got Saunamen starting here in Pipeworks, and down in Docking Bay, the Snails as Marines. 2 going to Gravity, 1 going to Repairs. Eagle Eye, I think, going to go follow him. Most of Saunamen here on the north end of Gravity.
Big push by Aliens again. 5 big skulks, big pack. Like we use from Saunamen, and Heracles stands absolutely no chance here.
They need to call this. They need to call this. That there's so many. Okay, good. Whew! I thought these guys were just going to stream straight down.
No, I mean, that's... I mean, I'm really glad the Finns didn't do that. Right now, they're all pretty low on health, and look at that, they will all die. Nice job here, Eagle Eye and Ray, taking all of them.
Yeah, great job. Nice cleanup there. We got King Yo all the way on the north end, extending pretty far into the map in Organ Donation. King Yo about to get pounced on.
Quite a lot of skulks here around. Maybe needed to pull out a little bit earlier, but there's not much he could do there, except for buying a little bit of time and putting down some health. Alright, we have oxygenation dropped. A long fight here inside Gravity. Dam's dancing around the skulks, and oh my god, taking them down pretty low. So Heracles could go for a triple kill here.
They're pretty low right now. You guys are watching from the... Oh! Tang takes bullets to the face.
That's the first. Still 2 more to go, Heracles. Can he do it?
Oh! Llama takes him out. Nice job there. Eagle Eye around the corner. We're seeing now 1 in King Yo in offload. You saw before you mentioned that they took over Oxy. Good job, Ray here, building up the power here in waste recycling. They may try to put a phase gate there to try to just cut them off of expanding into that direction. I've seen that before, and it's really annoying.
But maybe later when they have the phase tech.
It's true. They could just be setting up. I'm so out of it right now. Saunamen and Balde and Taking down the RT there in waste recycling. One shell down. That one is going to be toast.
Alright, Snails are trying to get their RTs up right now, sitting on 3 plus 1-1 blueprint. There's actually no one doing supply lines. Eagle Eye instead looking away to organ donation, and now finally Kingo's capping the southwest side while Heracles is up in waste. No immediate pressure coming up, really busy on keeping the economy alive because there was a really good rest fighting again by Saunamen. Took down 2 extractors pretty fast within the first 2 minutes. And here comes the first pressure. Dancing Eagle Eye, hitting up oxygenation, also with the whip around the corner. And a crack. Really nice setup. It's gonna be really hard to break, and I think that's why they're pulling back. Oh, base.
Heracles setting back up there in
Command
waste
station
recycling.
under
Llama
attack.
in docking bay. But King Yo is coming around the corner with Wee hot on his heels. Ray on the other side. Wee might actually take him down. He does. And Ray comes through and takes Llama down. 76% on the command chair. Llama, Lipa, and Tane biting this IP here in gravity. Sorry, RT? IP.
Yeah, it's all right after the stream went down.
Yeah, it is all gone now. I
It's
don't
all
even,
going to
I
hell.
don't even know why I'm trying. All right, Valde, Lipa, and Tane moving north end of into waste recycling.
With actually Heracles being sneaky in the north, not hitting a crack. Oh, waiting for the lurk. Not hitting all his bullets, and he will die to Valde and Lipa. To an aliens around. And we just have an ops still for Legendary Snails. 2 IPs and an ops. Might be... No, there's an ops left. So, could be ammo 1, weapon 1 before they go into phase gate. But I think on Jumbie, that phase gate can be really powerful if they try to sneak it in a little bit earlier.
We're seeing, you know, in terms of like resource, 4 resource towers lost for Snails, 0 harvesters for Saunamen. Good resource, steady flow again that we're seeing from Saunamen as we normally, as we saw in the last game as Aliens. They kind of kept the resource flow strong and going. They didn't lose many harvesters, but the Snails lost so many. And they were spending so much time rebuilding all of that. So Saunamen's, you know, economy attack is really, really, really strong. They're always thinking about hurting the economy of the Marines. Legendary Snails up to 5 right now, but we saw this in the other round where they were 5 and 6, you know, a lot of times, and then they still lost.
Exactly, still kept losing those. Right now they just rebuilt that to a good amount of RTs, but right now already losing gravity. 2 Marines are on base, but they might lose Baywing over here right after. I mean, those guys are really, really good on scouting around the map and bypassing the Marines and taking them down, those extractors. And that's exactly what you have to do. If you only scout, you don't run into the Marines and seek for a fight. You actually dodge them, you're fast on the map. And you're really much more annoying and effective if you run behind them and take down the RTs. And that's where phase gates come in really handy for the Marines.
Definitely. Eagle Eye coming around the corner to blow this, to blow Lipa off that RT. Successfully does so. Dames around the corner, takes down Valde, right outside waste recycling. I think Snails is, I mean, let's look at the team kills actually. 19 to 16, pretty close. Pretty close in the engagements right now.
So still, I mean, Saunamen sitting on solid 3 harvesters like they did on Summit. Good game so far, a nice engagement here, supply lines, but Tane going down to King and Heracles, no problem for them. They're keeping it up, 6 RTs at the moment, and this time it looks they're stable. I mean, if you open up the minimap, the positioning of the Marines is almost perfect, the zoning. There's not a way a single skull can go bypass them. Every route is blocked.
Eagle Eye and Dames here in waste recycling. They were just engaged by the Lurk and supported by a Drifter. Didn't do really much damage there. Llama just hanging out in Oxy. These guys are going to back off into Baywing where an Extractor just goes down, but they do take out the Skulk shortly after, and the Drifter that was trying to escape to the north. Heracles and King Yo taking down Wee here in offloads as they're going to meet Llama around the corner as they push in through organ donation.
Luckily for them, they have a crack now going in. Oh, nice clean.
Nice kill.
Kill.
Very nice kill for Llama, streaming right in there. Dames now here in Oxy, shooting that whip that's trying to run away.
Yeah, you can control the structures as a commander, you can move them. And that's exactly what they try to do, save him. But 3 Marines against 2 Skies and Lurks instantly pulling out. You don't want to lose your Lurk right now. It's too important, but Llama being really aggressive here.
Yep. This very skinny doorway right now. I mean, this is something you don't... I mean, it's very smart for them to back off into that. It's really tightens up the area. Oh, great job! Llama on fire! But I think he team killed.
Yeah, he even killed his teammate there. It's like stealing all the kills.
Yeah, even his own teammate. Valde in Waste Recycling now, taking down a little bit of RT harassing over there. RT harassing taken down, actually, in supply lines. In supply line / the pub. King Yo here, alone in organ donation, trying to hold his own, but fails against Tane.
So meanwhile, we do have a face gate set up. Still 4 extractors up for the Snails. Still lost some more. They're down in total to 8, which is definitely good res binding with Saunamen. And from Gravity, it's easier to hold Repair, Bay Wing, and keep the pressure up to Oxy. And this is really good foothold here, a starting foothold. In the end, I think it looks like Rise wants to have a double face gate set up, but first of all, he needs to defend this, and shotguns will come really handy, but it's gonna be close. We see Gravity already going down.
Already! Look at that, and Enzyme, they're just gonna melt that phase gate, and they're gonna move right onto the RT. Llama, Tane, and Wee doing a great job here on the offensive here in Gravity. And they're in repairs as well. They're all over the map.
Yeah, as are the Marines, so that was the problem. That's why they couldn't defend it. All the Marines were scattered around the map. I think one was in the pub, one in the offload, 2 repairs. And yeah, that's a moment where you can't hold the phase gates. That's a problem. If you want to defend, play defensively and hold phase gates, you cannot allow to have too many Marines completely out of position or way too far to help in defend, jump through a gate, and shoot off those skulls. That's exactly what happened here to Snails.
Dropping down the phase gate again here in Gravity, while 2 Marines, Ray and Heracles, move right into Waste Recycling. You guys are seeing the view of Waste Recycling from the top-down view. You can see that, oh, they can hit anything in there. Nope, when you actually go into the room, you can see that there is just so much crap in the way. So it's just not a straight shot from across the room, as you can probably see from the top view. Oh, wow, Valde takes down Heracles. Ray going down in a flurry of teeth and claws and Enzyme. Lipa, Tane, and Wee. We got Tane and Wee as fades out on the field.
And working on supply lines.
I don't think they're teched up, I mean, to really handle these fades. They got shotguns, yeah, but weapons 1, armor 1. I'd be comfortable if they had armor 2 so they can take one more swipe. The shotguns can still be dangerous if they land like a good, solid shot on a fade.
And I really like the lifeform distribution by Saunamen. I really think I'm gonna steal that with my team. With 2 fades, 2 guys saving for honors, no gorge at the start, and just utilizing whips and cracks instead of a gorge. I think that absolutely makes sense. I mean, some teams prefer double lurk to have a stronger hold early in the game, or can even dominate much more with double lurk pretty early on. But I really like this much. 1 lurk if you have a good lurk which stays alive, and then 2 fades which don't die too early. You can keep the Marines busy long enough, hold those RTs until 2 honors pop out.
What an awesome kill there in trash ejection on Ray as he tries to take on those 2 fades. Not doing very well against them. Snails still at 4 extractors, 4 harvesters for Saunamen. I think it's more dangerous to have the aliens having a good steady res flow than it is for the Marines. They're just going to keep pumping out that res, pumping out those, you know, that personal res, because later on in the game, you know, it gets easier, right? I mean, you lose a fade, but if you have 45 res in the bank because you've been a fade so long, it's almost not that painful.
Yeah, because you can instantly refade. And we have the wayside drop, 2 fades, pretty low in health, we they have to pull back, get some healing up. Nice shooting with Heracles and King Yo.
Oh! Looks like he got caught on the corner! He almost got caught! He was like caught on that corner, he couldn't get out of there. You guys saw that from first-person Heracles view. Oh boy, now Ray and Heracles and King Yo shooting crap up here in Waste Recycling.
Wow, nice timing there. The face had to pull out, they couldn't heal on a crack. They killed the whip before it was finished, so the whip couldn't help. And the Hive is going down, dropping health. Here we come, fully healed aliens. They have to clear this out. They really have to work some magic now.
The Fades are being very careful, waiting for the other life forms to engage so they can blink in. Tane takes down King Yo. Heracles takes down Valde. Wow.
So much enzyme.
So much enzyme and mucous membrane. Ray and Heracles, you guys see that drifter unit right there? That is controlled by the alien commander. It can drop, it has abilities, Enzyme, which increases attack speed, and because they have a Crag Hive, it can do Mucous Membrane, which is basically a little bit of a heal.
On Hive dropping really dangerously low. Now there's 4 Marines in here, and
oh!
the lurk is gone!
Lurk's down!
Oh,
Got caught,
yes.
here comes Tane and Wee! As the Fades!
Don't lose your Fates now! Don't lose your Fates! You can't give up a Hive.
Oh! Tane goes down! They lose their Fades! Oh my god, and the Hive! That was horrible for Saunamen! That was horrible! Wow, fantastic job, Legendary Snails, on that offensive into waste recycling. Amazing job.
And again, the turning around the game after it looked so bad for them, Saunamen having such a great start. That engagement, those engagements nowadays, they were perfect for the French team here. Oh, nice cleanup. Finally lost all the shotguns inside Oxy. But still, the damage has been dealt. They lost the Rook.
Yep.
They lost the Fade. I mean, the
Fade and Hive.
Yeah. And they
look-
lost the Hive, yeah. And
Crazy.
I think the biggest issue is losing the Fade at this moment. Really, Tane shouldn't have gone in there. I mean, it was, I think...
There was, what, 1 LMG and 3 shotgunners?
Yeah.
It was crazy.
Too aggressive. Oh, that face gate became pretty low.
1%, they actually do take it out. Good job there. So, here we go. I mean, we look at this map, and it was so Legendary Snails lost mobility on the map. They lost their foothold on the map that they had in Gravity. They can reestablish that pretty quickly if they just push these guys out. But, I mean, obviously the pain that happened was to Saunamen there. I mean, to lose all those, to lose those 2 life forms and the Hive, all those resources gone.
I mean, the Lurk isn't that big of an issue because you can use Team Rest to drop a Lurk if you can't do that on a Fate with just 1 or 2 Hives, which is more painful. But right now, I think Saunamen is still in a very good shape. I mean, even with losing the Hive, they can afford to redrop it now.
Well, I think too.
And Snails down to 2 RTs only. This is really hurting the Marines. You need a lot of map packs against Lurks and Fates at this moment to keep them alive. And you can't afford it with just 2 RTs. They also need to save up for another phase gate. And that is really that kind of moment where you have this kind of really bad feeling as a Marine.
Well, if you haven't noticed, Valde and Lipa's personal res.
Yeah.
63. Oh, and Valde used it. He's going Onos, and Lipa is as well. They're doing it again. Double Onos. Double Onos. They would have had the same thing, right? Double Onos, double Fade, and a Lurk. But they're down a Fade in this. But there's the Onai. Valde and Lipa here in transfer.
Command station taking
I
damage.
think it doesn't matter too much right now that I lost the Fade. I mean, 2 Honors, 1 Fade, 1 Lurk is really powerful, especially against a team that is struggling to get the economy back up.
Saunamen might actually, this may be the shutdown right now. They might go 3-1 here in this matchup.
And it would be a big, big win. Big payback towards Legendary.
Huge payback. This is the view from Lipa as an Onos.
Oh, charging in. 3 Marines, they have to watch out. Oh god, he's getting pretty low health. 300?
300 health, but they actually do it. And he's going to get out of there.
Oh, Eagle Eye just coming in, trying to...
Oh! Oh no, and he gets gored by Valde from the back. Oh, and I think Snails sees this. I mean, what are they going to do? Weapons 2, armor 1, shotguns, no jetpacks, no other upgrades.
Yeah, just 2 RTs, and that is really, really bad. They lost quite a few shotguns again, and only 3 people can afford just 1 additional shotgun at this very moment. I don't know what you can do here. Just hope that you will catch one of those honors. You have to kill the honors in the end, both of them, which is really hard without jetpacks.
It's going to be huge. I mean, with jetpacks, it's you know, and I'm not going to say it's really easy, but I can tell you it's really easy to chase one.
Yeah. I mean, as an honors against jetpacks, you really have to watch out. You have to play much more careful. That means you're a lot less scary as an honors. But you're still powerful, of course. And with the jetpack, it's not random you take down honors, because you can still lose a lot of jetpacks in that.
Oh, no.
But yeah, without jetpacks, exactly this happens. Look at that. 2 honors, Fate, Lurk. The whole Marine team is down except for Ray. And this Fate is gone. There's no way.
2 Onos on it. Enzyme. They have their regen upgrade. You can see it pulsing on them. Gravity is completely going to get taken out right now. Dropping the Snails down. Obviously their phase gate is out of the way. Dropping them down to 2 extractors.
Ray went down, electrical core, the aliens spread it all over the map, up to 5 harvesters. While Snails, the only RT they still have is repairs with the Onos close by.
So Onos are going to fall back into waste recycling.
Looks like
82% grown. Llama almost gets taken out.
And also pretty interesting to note that Saunamen made a full tech switch in their strategies early game. Like all the matches before, they constantly ever played with type. And the switch today to, or maybe earlier, I mean the practice it
Oh! Tane almost takes down the Arms Lab to 4% there in Docking Bay. Would have been horrible. Pushing Rios out of the command chair. Oh boy. This is like last stand of the Snails, right? I mean, Weapons 3 now have started. It looks like they're just going to really last stand it. Saunamen right now. Heracles trying to axe Llama in the vents.
I was like, oh my god, that Lurk is coming in, he will die, but I don't know. Yeah. I mean, Weapon 3 I think is the most logical choice, because you absolutely cannot think of having the time to get to jetpacks right now with just 2 RTs, and Weapon 3 is the only logical choice to put enough damage just with LMGs into one of those honors to kill him really fast, because 4 or 5 LMGs, Weapon 3 kill an honors really fast. If you all focus one down.
See Eagle Eye, Dames, and Ray here in Gravity. Balde takes down Eagle Eye. One more Marine left here. Dames. Wipa taking down the Ray, and they are trying to run down that Onos, but I mean, he's 49%. There's no way he's going to do anything there.
Oh, Heracles actually in height and waist. There we go, Llama. Llama's actually playing really great as Alert.
What a difference on your own computer, with your own peripherals, not being rushed. What a difference it makes. I mean, power reinstated in Gravity.
Yeah, they really want to have it back. I'm not quite sure if this kind of position on the phase gate is the best against an Honors, because you want as much open space as possible, or some kind of territory where the Honors has to run pretty long to reach the phase gate. Never mind, here we go, they're all charging in. Balde actually dropping on health down to low, but it's just too much.
It's way too much. You just cannot defend against this with the tech that you have right now, and it looks like they're just gonna... I don't know why they haven't already just ran into Docking Bay. I mean, Snails, they don't have jetpacks. They can't really defend against Onos. It looks like they may go here from repairs finally and shut this game down. Ray, Heracles, Eagle Eye, and Dames here in shipping, moving in. Let's get the view from Eagle Eye.
They're forcing those Honors back. Doing a lot of damage. I mean, Weapon 3 is up, and that's exactly the moment where those Honors realize...
Oh!
Help is coming really fast.
Nice bone wall. That bone wall that you guys just saw come up from the ground right here, that is from the alien commander. It can basically be used to catch Marines or block certain paths, block shots. Really good when one of your Onos is running away down a hallway being chased by Marines, and you can bone wall and stop those Marines from coming in, or from continuing the chase.
Yeah, and the problem was, I mean, the Marines just split up. I don't know, two ran into Bay Ring, into those whips, another one stayed in trash, and another one built a power gravity. So easy kills for Saunamen. Just a couple lonely LMGs with all those life bomb supports, and the rest influx they have.
All right, and Dames and Eagle Eye here in Gravity. Llama and Valde. Seeing Wee and Lipa on this RT here in supply lines.
And yeah, they know this game is pretty much over. You can see it just by chatting. They are already starting to chat here.
Once you have a moment to take your hands away from the from your controls and chat, like it's over. Heracles alone here in Organ Donation.
Yeah, but the French still refuse to type in GG, so they still keep playing. Maybe they hope to kill 1G on us. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time they make a miracle comeback because they're really great players. But Saunamen is also a really great team, and there's not this kind of base rush opportunity like you have on Aliens. Like going into the CC and win, this is not possible.
Oh, here they go.
Oh yeah.
Into the base now. There's a
Last
beacon.
Just stay and fight, guys. Just annoyance.
Might as well fuck. Rios is out of the command chair. Oh! They're taking Onos down. Valde goes down, but doesn't matter. They're just going to continue to pound these guys. Lipa is on full health. And there's the good game from the Snails. Saunamen takes it 3-1 on this Season 3 kickoff for the NSL. See you in Telford.
Classic.
Can you ask if Ray and Hopsu can jump in the spec channel real quick before they leave? Alright guys, so that is it. We're gonna just chat real quick with some of the players here. Hope you really enjoyed that. Sorry for all the stream. So about over 2,000 people, were there and witnessed that. So sorry about all those delays. I know before we went down and I couldn't stream to my channel, we had over 3,500 people in here. So anyways, we got most of them back. All right, so let's see who we got here. So I want to chat actually to Ray from the Snails first. So, Ray, are you there?
Yeah, I'm here.
What happened, sir? Tell me about those games.
They just simply, on Summit, they just simply counter-strat us. They did some innovating stuff we never saw from them. I think we were quite surprised about this, and we didn't adapt fast enough to their strategy.
Did you?
And they played really, really well. They used a lot of drifters, stuff like this, that gives them a lot of bonus in team fights, and I think they did really, really well.
Did you, when you saw them on the Summit match, and they did, the double Onos, double fade lurk play on you, did you think they were gonna kind of, was that in your mind going into this match that they were gonna try to do that again?
Yeah, of course. After we killed just one fade, anyway, we just saw 2 single fades, so we knew from the start that they were going to be 2 fast Onoses, and we were trying to push hard as soon as we killed, as soon as we saw just only 2 fades. We tried to push on waste, we killed the hive, but I think that just after killing the hive we missed communication, and we didn't group up enough, and we just got cleaned up one by one every time. We lost the phase getting gravity, and we lost the momentum, I think, there.
Well, it looks like, and I'm sorry to say, it looks like they paid a little bit back from what happened in Telford.
Yeah.
So, but still, you
Indeed.
guys are a great team, and you guys played, as well as you could. So, good job on playing, but unfortunately wasn't enough to overpower Saunamen this time around. So I believe Saunamen, Hopsu is in here. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Oop, can barely hear you. Can you talk a little bit louder?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Ah, there we go. All right, well, congratulations on your 3-1 victory over the Snails. What are you going to do next?
Well, practice even harder.
So,
Pretty much.
did you guys, I'm guessing from the beginning, it's always in your mind on your alien play. I want to start with your alien play first. You guys practiced that. You knew from the beginning that you were going to do double Onos, double Fade Lurk strategy against the Snails?
Yeah, we went into the game knowing what strats we can use, because we thought that would be nice against Snails, because we haven't been able to take Snail players down with Fades only, so we thought trying 2 fast Onuses would work, and it did.
Now, in terms of your Marine game, have you guys been practicing shooting? You guys' tracking was like off the charts. You guys got some really good shots there and really good wins in some engagements. So how much have you guys practiced really with Marine game? Or is it just because, you know, do we see a big difference here because, you know, it's your guys' own computers that you're using, own peripherals? Are you guys just more comfortable?
Yeah, I think so. My game style is a bit different than Peach's. I like med spamming more. And I really like how my Marines are able to kill everything if I met them enough.
Yeah, that would be the evil question I had for you. Like, do you think like the strategy you put up? I mean, PGM has this kind of, or had this kind of NS1 mindset. Do you think you have adopted a little bit better to NS2 mindset? I mean, you completely switched off your strategies, your openings, your Marine splits, even on Aliens, you switched over to Crack Hive now. So, I mean, how did this all went? I mean, was there a lot of discussion and strategy over, or was this just one try to surprise the French?
Well, I think... Well, yeah, we tried this strategy just to surprise the French, because we never done this against them. So that was our trump card.
Bringing the entire power of Finland down on this match.
Yeah.
France. All right. Well, congratulations.
I have a question, sorry,
Yeah,
for
go ahead,
Hoaxu.
Ray.
Since how long did you train this strategy?
A couple games, like 2.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Okay, so congrats.
Yeah, thank you.
I bet many will steal it after that. I definitely will with my team.
Yeah,
Indeed.
it's a strong strategy. So,
Yeah.
yeah, really great job, guys. Congratulations to both teams again. Well played, and we'll see you on the next time. So, see you around.
Yes,
See
thank
you.
you. Great games.
All right, guys. So that is it for the game. I'm just gonna move the thing here. Blind, did you have fun?
I absolutely had. I didn't expect that to happen, honestly. Really not.
3-1. I mean, that's pretty good. About 1,300 of you in here right now. I'm hearing us banter back and forth. So we obviously have passed the Rafflecast goal of 150 plus viewers. So,
A little bit, yeah.
a little bit. So we're gonna go ahead and do a quick raffle after this. However, I just wanted to take a little bit of time and kind of dissect what we saw there. I mean, really strong Saunamen team out of the gate, playing really well on their Marines, really solid on their aliens, knowing when to bite res, knowing when to counter, you know, especially against the Snails. I thought that was really, really, really interesting. Do you think, after seeing them play a little bit, do you think the Snails were really completely on their game or a little bit off today?
No, I mean, Ray already did admit they were completely surprised by the strategy someone pulled off. I mean, you could sort of differences from the splits, like leaving one side open, or with the crack and the drifter usage and no gorge and everything else. I mean, all putting together, they experienced a complete different Saunamen team today, also with a complete different commander, which made the effect. And I don't want to say they played this is the better strategy, but really it paid off to catch them surprised. And you could see that Snails did really find a way to react to this and find a confident spot, this kind of calm spot where you know exactly what to do, where to go, and how you can control the game. And you really could see, as Ray also did admit, they lack of communication. I think they were all a little bit confused or like what to do, because they didn't really know how to play against us, because they played like 100 games against Saunamen where they could play completely different, and really, I mean, that catches you obviously off guard.
Yeah, definitely. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank the teams for playing today. Thank also Decoy and Rentology for making those awesome player cards. And obviously thank Blind for being my co-caster here. Make sure all his information to contact him and follow him are to his left, your right. So, yep, right there. So you can follow him on Twitter at BlindNS2, his YouTube channel, youtube.com/BlindNS, and his Twitch channel. He casts some matches from NS2 as well. It's twitch.tv/BlindNS2. For me, guys, all my information's on the left. We are going to do a rafflecast, give away some games right now. We're on a 3-minute delay at this point, so what's going to happen is I'm going to bring down the stream. I'm going to set it to a 0-minute delay and bring it back up live for the rafflecast. It'll be a lot of fun. Stick around to win some free Steam games, and I will see you in just a bit. Blind, thanks so much for being here, man.
Thanks for having me.
All right, guys, so we are off. It's Red Dog and Blind for REDDOG.TV here. See ya in just a moment.